Ice.
God damn, dude. This is glittery.
Diamonds dancing.
ML and not all these other pop-up companies, and why your team?
Well, personally, one thing about my team, I mean, in IML, I can't speak highly. I would speak highly about the business, but not everybody in the business. There is some people that have given this business a bad name, and if you've heard about it or looked up anything and seen anything bad with anything, you're going to see bad and good about any business and any person. It's bad. There's wherever there's good, there's evil. Wherever there's evil, there's good. So with anything with this business, one, yes, there is some people who have made it look bad, and there are some people who had a bad experience just because they didn't have the right mentor. Me personally, I am the right mentor. I know that because I've not only had the results and literally went and got the results, but I've now duplicated it into other people's lives. I've had certain people make $5,000 in 1 week just from learning from me, taking the information that I've given to them and duplicated it into their trading accounts, into their education and learning experience. And it's something very simple. So it's really just a matter of how bad you want it, and this is definitely the one for you. Another thing with I Am Academy, we've been mentioned in Forbes twice. All right, Forbes 500 is not going to put no pyramid scheme, no scam, no what are those things? Ponzi schemes, whatever. They're not going to put that on their $1 million brand, their $1 million page and whatnot. So we've been mentioning it multiple times. We have $1 million Hall of Fame people within the business as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10-figure earners within the business. It may sound like a lot of money, but guess what? It's very easy to make money, and the money that you can make in this, there's no limit on that. So why would you play with something that has no limit on the amount of money you can make? The market that we trade in, the foreign exchange market alone, is a $7.7 trillion market, and that's floating and fluctuating through the market a day. That's not the market cap. When I first started a year ago, it was a $5.3 trillion market. So something that's keep growing, something that has value to it, something that's very easy to learn when you really just kind of listen and apply. First, what you might do for a job that you have to work years and years for to only make a quarter of the money I've made in a year. That's all I really gotta say. Don't play with something that could really actually get you to where you want to be living and kind of how you want to be living. It can kind of get you the things that you want versus just struggling every day, living paycheck to paycheck, right? I Am Academy has changed my life, it's changed my son's life and the people around me.
One thing I must say about you, because I've known you for a little bit of time. Not so long ago, you were literally doing Uber Eats just for some cash, and now, I don't think you're even considering doing Uber Eats anymore, right?
I would never work for anybody else ever again. I am my own boss. When you come into this opportunity, I would not be your boss. You would be your own boss. Being your own boss is a great thing. You can clock in whenever you want, work whenever you want, pay yourself whenever you want. It's just a matter of you putting in the work in. There was a time where I was struggling, and I had to get by and I had to do what I had to do, but that's the entrepreneurship in me. I had no other choice but to drive my car that could barely handle miles at the time. And I just worked. I ended up having somebody actually drive into the back of my bumper and crack it. I was fine. It wasn't anything crazy. I actually didn't even take money from the person. I said, don't worry, I'm going to just fix it, just because I was being very humble and it was a young person. I didn't want them to have any problems with their insurance. So I took care of that, and it was kind of a setback doing the Uber, but it did help in the meantime, and it was what I had to do. It was not what I wanted to do, but it was what I had to do. Sometimes in life, you're going to be given those two options. You can do what you want to do, or you can do what you need to do. So what are you going to do? It's very simple. I didn't know nothing about trading, and I was presented this opportunity the same way that you were presented and anybody else was. And I heard about it. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a risk, because the money that it cost to sign up was something that I spent on a pair of shoes, spent out at the hookah bar, spent that on a night, or just random, in a day. And I said, you know what? Why not give this a shot? What's the worst that can happen? You have a 7-day money back guarantee. Why not? First month was definitely a little hard. With anything that can make you rich, it's not going to be easy. And this opportunity was just like going to the gym, and that's what I saw, that with the gym I was paying for a monthly membership. I had to show up to get fit. So same thing with this. I had to show up to educate myself. I had to educate myself to learn. I had to learn to become profitable. right? And then I had to become profitable to then duplicate that into somebody else's life. And that's the beauty of this opportunity. You just gotta take that jump, you gotta run with it, you gotta want it, and that's it. About 15 months now, and that's really not a lot of time. I'm up $250,000, and in a year, to make that money, is that a lot of time? No. What people gotta work 40 years for a job they hate with a boss that's mean to them, I do that stress-free from the comfort of wherever I am, whenever I want to, and however much I want to make. Go get yours. Well, SCAM technically stands for still cooking at McDonald's. SCAMs technically stands for still chilling at Mama's. Alright, this ain't my mama's, this is my place, Forex funded, my own house, got 3 cars in the driveway, very nice setup, my own garage and everything, and I'm paying for this place very easily to the point where I've been living here about a week and a half now, and I've been paying for this place 4 months because I've just been traveling around for Miami and Florida. I was in Atlanta, and you know, money is just very easy. You're able to live the life that you want and how you want. You know, you can either deal with where you came from and, you know, make the best of that and create your own path, or you could just live your life the way it is, you know.
It's obvious that sometimes you're going to lose a little bit of money. What do you think is the key to success with being a Forex trader?
Repetition, dedication, not motivation. If you're feeling motivated one day and then you don't feel down, you're motivated, because motivation is something temporary. So you have to really get dedicated. You have to really start with it, because anybody can sign up, but there's 2 different days that you're going to have in this business. You're going to have the day that you signed up and the day that you get started. Maybe that could be the same day, maybe that could be 3 weeks, 3 months apart. You know, it's really up to you, but repetition is key, because it's not something easy, and I wasn't successful the first day. I didn't pull 6 figures the first day. No, I had to work my way up to that. I had to fail, right? Because what does fail stand for? First attempt at learning. All right, I failed so many times. I went through a lot of trials and tribulations to get where I am today. I'm very humble, very grateful, and very truthful about where I am, and I'm very happy that I am here and able to provide for my son the way that I can, and my family and my team members, and help everybody out. But I've definitely went through a hard time and just stayed dedicated, stayed true to that, and then now took that blueprint and made it easier for the people who are to come, for the people who are still new to this or learning or just getting started, for the people who aren't even here that are going to be here. I've definitely made that easier, but it was really just a matter of kind of staying dedicated and continuously kind of plugging in, not giving up. And when I took failure, instead of, you know, dwelling over that, I took it as a lesson and I learned from it, and I just kept going. I did not stop. That's why I'm here, and I'm still not stopping. I still have things that I want to reach. I still have so many goals that I've smashed through, and so many goals that I have not smashed through. It's just a matter of you got to keep going.
If you could give anybody that this video could reach some motivation words or motivation quote or motivation whatever that you feel, if you want to say, what would it be?
One thing about me and the way I personally move is I'm constantly looking forward, right? So I'm looking forward in front of me. I'm not looking where I'm at, right? Because it's not about where you are, but where you are going. So I'm constantly looking forward, but I'm thinking further, right? So I'm looking at where I want to be, but I'm thinking beyond that. And at the same time, my momentum is not stopping. My momentum's speeding up every single day, right? And I'm seeing myself beyond expectations. So I'm looking forward, I'm thinking further, and I'm seeing myself beyond expectation, right? And that's really what it's just about. It's just, you know, just kind of just stay dedicated, really pay attention, and just kind of, you know, see yourself where you want to be and not where you are. That's just really the key of how this works and everything, and how you want to get to where you need to be. And for anybody watching this video, definitely, no matter what you're doing right now, there's always something more that you can do. One source of income is not enough, even if you have 2. A true entrepreneur has 6 to 7 sources of income. So, you know, living paycheck to paycheck right now, working that 9 to 5 for that job that you hate, that boss that is really not treating you right, you know, having to clock in, having to live on a schedule, right? You're in the circle of life right now, and nothing changes if nothing changes. So when you're in the circle of life, you're waking up at the same time, you're doing that same thing. Your Sunday is that one day off. You go grocery shopping every Sunday, you pay your rent, you have to drive to the laundromat and do your laundry every Sunday, right? You're in this cycle. Nothing's gonna change if nothing changes, so you gotta break the cycle. You gotta change it up, because when you do that, you're gonna be doing that 3 to 5 years from now, right? Everything you do right now is creating your life 3 to 5 years from now. Where you are right now is based off the decisions you made 3 to 5 years ago. So what decision are you gonna make today?
That's awesome. How can people reach you if they, wanted to?
If anybody wants to reach me and wants to see some of my progress and some of my content, call me, reach out to me on Instagram, whatever you want to do, and let's get you started.
Nice.
Beautiful turbo. It's going in the M3, top of the line, very comfortable, very, very high thread count. You know that's important. Right up there, the red and blue Jordan 1s, OG Fearless. Those are very rare, very nice shoes. As you see, the reflective tongue on the bottom. Those are all Jordan 5s. These are on the reflective laces. Some Gucci in here, some here.
What the?
We got some books, some knowledge. Definitely want to put you guys onto these books. We have 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, The Mastery, and the best one of all, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Definitely read this book. It will change how you look at life. These 4 books, definitely lots of knowledge. Great books. Definitely check these books out. These 3 by Robert Greene and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's the hardcover. When I get the hardcover, definitely do it. Come make your money. Let's get you trading. Let's get you started. Let me know. Very easy, very simple. I literally started not knowing how to do anything.